Hello and welcome to White Horse Music TV. My name is Richard Budina and I'm a strange man, and I am today doing a special video for Jerry, whose son is interested in large violas. Jerry's son is big enough to play 16, possibly 16 and a half, and even 17-inch violas. But today I just have a couple of 16-inch violas, and I'm going to get in a couple of 16.5-inch violas because it's just very exciting playing big violas, because they really do sound bigger and better. And you know, some people have custom-made violas that are 20-inch and that sort of thing, and that's very exciting for me. So the ones that I am showing Jerry today, this particular one is called Struna Maestro Extra. And it's a beautifully antiqued viola. I think they're one of the best looking violas that I've seen. I just love the look of these. They use amazing Italian spruce on the front, which is very expensive, very fancy wood, and Bosnian maple on the back and the sides and on the peg box. And look at the neck. Ah, it's just beautiful. But they are just, you know, it's quite possible to make a not very good viola out of good wood. This is a beautifully made viola out of beautiful wood. Very interesting F-holes. They've copied a particular famous maker who made their violas wider than standard. So slightly wider, but it's still a 16-inch, because the 16-inch has to do with the length between here and here. So that is Struna Maestro Extra, and I'll show you the other one that I just happen to have. This is a haide, and I believe that's about the right pronunciation. Haide, 16-inch, and this is a Strad model. I often get the Magini model. The Magini model tends to be slightly broader, and I like that in violas, but this particular Strad model, I reckon this is the best 16-inch Strad model haide that I've had. I really, really like this one. So that is a beautiful viola too. There you go. And they're both like very similarly antiqued. Probably slightly more work's gone into the Struna in terms of antiquing, but both very beautiful. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll play them, because that's what I often do. Now, I'm reasonably little, so this is going to be interesting with me with a 16-inch viola, but I'll give it a go. All right, so Struna Maestro Extra first. Just rings and rings and rings. So Struna Maestro Extra, to me, it sounds extremely even across the strings. It's very deep down the bottom, but not ridiculously deep. But it's very similar fullness of sound across the strings, which is one really good thing about it. The other thing about it is what I mentioned before, is that it rings and rings and rings. The Italian spruce on the front, that's one of its traits, that it tends to ring or sing a lot, and that was really, really ringing. So I'll play it one more time. It's very exciting when you go up high on the A string, because it really resonates up there. Okay, now I'll play the haide. This is a very flat looking viola as well, interestingly. The Strad model especially is very flat on the front, and often that's good for violas. I mean, in terms, like if you want depth in an instrument, it's better to make it flatter on the front. It's sort of all vibrating as one and making a deeper sound. More arched instruments often are not necessarily as deep. It's not sort of a fixed rule. There's other things that come into play, but that's one thing. So it should be quite deep sounding. Let's have a listen.
Okay, there you go. And the shoulder has started falling off as soon as I started playing it. So that I think that Strad model, J haide, was very, very slightly deeper in the bottom than the Struna. It didn't have as much ring across the strings as the Struna, so it wasn't necessarily as even, but it was definitely deeper down the bottom. I would definitely struggle to choose between those two violas. What I might do now is just play them straight after each other without talking in between. And I'll whack the music stand that's holding the phone as well. Okay, let's have a go. So that was the J haide. What I said before, I think the J haide in this case has slightly more depth on the bottom. The Struna has slightly more ring. The best solution for Jerry is to buy both of them. Thanks for watching. Bye.